Hello, hello. Welcome to this week's Pilates practice. So, no props today. We are just going to utilize our own body weight, and today is going to be a very abdominal focused practice. So, I hope you're ready. I hope you're excited. Notice any of that even initial heaviness and resistance. Let's just release all that. That's why we focus on our breath and tap into all of the strength that you have so that we can build and grow a little bit more. Okay? So, take your time. Come to the top of your mat with your feet hips width apart. And arms are going to reach straight forward. We're going to take a really nice big deep breath in through the nose, lift up top. And we're going to tuck the tailbone slowly, lower down, just one vertebra at a time. So you're welcome to use your hands if you need a little bit of support. Otherwise, use that little bit of extra challenge here. Now, we're going to reach the arms out, just like a T position here, and you're going to bend into your knees. Now, from this position, you're going to scooch over to the right edge of your mat and then curl over so that your right hand stacks on top of the left. So you're going to adjust your shoulders a little bit, let the head relax. Take a nice big deep breath in. And then you're going to lift your head to a hover. So we're going to hold it there, squeeze the knees together. Big breath in as you reach that right arm up to the sky. And then exhale, open it towards that right side. Inhale, reaching that right arm back up to the sky. And exhale, bringing it back. Big breath in. We're going to do that 2 more times, just warming through the spine. I want you to feel the opposition of your knees squeezing together as that right arm reaches. Inhale, coming back up to center. Exhale, knitting the front of the ribs together to close that off. 1 more time, inhale here. This time we're going to open and hold that twist, breathing deeply, keeping the hips stacked, and then feeling that right shoulder open a little bit more. 1 more breath. And then inhale, slowly reaching that right arm up to the sky. Exhale, slowly bringing that hand back. Now let's slowly take your time, come onto your back, and then we'll just scooch over to the left. So you want your hips and shoulders in one straight line. Left hand's gonna stack on top of the right. We're gonna inhale to prepare. Left arm reaches up to the sky. Exhale, open up into that twist, gazing towards your left hand if the neck will allow. Inhale, reaching that left arm up to the sky. Exhale, bringing that hand back down. 2 more. Inhale. Reach the left arm up. Anchor through the right. Exhale, open up into that nice twist. Inhale, reaching that arm up. Use those ribs to help connect that with fluidity. And 1 more time, inhale, left arm reaches up. And then open that up, breathing deeply here as you just feel the front of the chest. 1 more big breath here. And then inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale, let the hands stack on top of your right. So let's come onto our backs from this position, finding the center of your mat. And then arms are going to rest down by your side. So from this position, you're going to bend into your knees as if you were doing a bridge pose. And then from there, you're going to lengthen the low back. And then you're going to lift your hips up off of the mat. From that position, you're going to keep those hips up. And then you're going to just start to kind of melt through the breastbone first. Hug the ribs in and lower down just 1 vertebra at a time. Release your spine all the way to neutral and lengthen into that low back. Press through the feet as you squeeze through those glutes, lifting the hips up, pressing the arm bones down. And then inhale, start to lower back down. Exhale, release the hips and release to neutral. Just 1 more time, lengthening into the low back, peeling your hips up off of the mat, holding this time for a couple of breaths here. So a little different than our yoga bridge. In our yoga bridge, would be really thigh focused. Here, we're really focused on using the glutes and hamstrings. So you're gonna be really heavy into your heels as you push down. And then as you lift up, you're really hugging through the front of the ribs as if you're trying to knit them together so that you're not extending the spine like you would in a yoga bridge. It's a nice long line. Let's take 1 more deep breath here. And then slowly on your next inhale, start to articulate the spine 1 vertebra at a time and then release the hips down, find that neutral position. Now on your inhale, we're gonna lift that right leg up. You're gonna walk your left leg just a little bit wider. We're gonna draw a slow little circle to the right. Exhale, pause at the top. So I want you to actually take your hands to your hips and really isolate the movement through that right hip. So notice as your knee goes to the right, if the left hip starts to peel up, it would be totally natural if it does. So I want you to anchor down and just stay connected within that movement. Do one more this direction. And then we'll slowly reverse that the other way. Slowly draw the circle to the left, draw that circle down, and then pause at the top. And again, so we're using that breath in through the nose, exhale through those pursed lips, and just 2 more this way. So this is just a nice way to warm up, get those hips a little bit more open, and then from here, we'll slowly release that right foot. Now take it wider than before, and then bring your left leg into that tabletop. Inhale, slowly draw the circle to the left, exhale, cross the midline, and then pause at the top. And again, so just a nice way to warm up through those hips. I always kind of like to think of this kind of like WD-40 for your hips. Pause at the top. And one more here. If only the mic could hear the popping going on in my hip. And then go the other direction. So if you're kind of crackling and popping at home, know that you're not alone. Pause at the top. And we'll do that 3 more times. Good. One more here. Really good. And then slowly take your time planting your feet flat. Now you're going to walk them back to that hips width apart. We're going to bring the arms into a hovered position. Now from this position, you're just going to kind of lift your ears, or I should say, sorry, your shoulders towards your ears. And then you're going to drop them down a little bit too far, as if you're trying to touch your heels. Do that again, just feeling that elevation. And then reaching as your shoulders depress down from your ears. One more time. So it kind of feels a little tricky with the direction because we're laying on our back, but we're actually elevating and depressing the shoulders. Now, palms face in, reach them up to the sky. And then as you reach the arms up, we come into that protraction. And then you draw the shoulders back without puffing the ribs. So it's a really small movement. And what you're going to notice is that the hands naturally come closer as you reach up, and they naturally go a little wider as you squeeze and retract back. So try to eliminate that change in the width of the palms. Just keep them shoulder width apart, and then really just feel the difference and feel the in-between all 4 of those movements. Palms are going to come to a hover by your side. So you're going to maintain that scapular mobilization in between those 4 movements. We're going to inhale, tuck the chin to the chest. Exhale, hug the ribs, scoop the belly button, and reach the arms forward. Hold here for your inhale. And then slowly letting the head come back down. And again, lengthen the back of the neck. Exhale, we're going to slide forward, hugging to get there. Hold for your inhale. Exhale, slowly coming back down. Let's do that one more time. Lengthen the back of the neck. Exhale, slide forward, holding here for that breath in. Exhale through those pursed lips. We're going to come back down to hover. Now, lengthen your low back. We're going to lift one leg up off of the floor, followed by the neck. So inhaling here, lengthening into the back of the neck. You're going to tuck the chin towards the chest. Exhale, lifting your head. This time we're going to hold our ab prep. Inhale, lowering that right leg down. Exhale, slowly lifting it back up. Inhale, lowering the left leg down. Exhale with control, bringing it back up. Now, continuing alternating between sides. And what I want you to notice is if you feel any tension in your neck or shoulders, really come back to creating that width across the upper back. So shoulders are going to tend to want to come into that protraction and elevation if we don't pay attention. It's just kind of what we're used to with our lifestyle. So you want to make sure you're keeping those shoulders down your back. And most importantly, your chin is slightly tucked. We tend to really look up and stress out the back of the neck. Let's do 3 more here. Option, if it still doesn't correct it and it gets a little bit fatigued, hands come to the back of the head for some support. Last round. Exhale, coming back to center. Inhale, lowering the left. And exhale, pull it back in. Now lift your head a little bit higher and then slowly release the head back down. Take a breath. You can hug the knees into the chest and even rock a little bit side to side. Just enjoy that breath here. We're not here long. Now we're going to do this again, but adding on a little bit. So if it feels too much, keep working with that single leg option. Inhale here, bring the hands back to your hover. Let's exhale, lift those legs back to that tabletop, this time squeezing together. Inhale, lengthen the back of the neck. Exhale, so we initiate the lift with the head nod. Now inhale here, squeeze the knees, lower those legs. Exhale, slowly coming back up. And again, inhale, lowering those legs, squeeze the knees. Exhale, slowly pull it back up. And again, keep breathing here, lowering down with control. So notice if there's any jerky movements, right? That means we're moving from momentum. So you want to be really nice and controlled. You can hear that little quiver in my voice from such a simple, in theory, movement, right? 2 more here. Exhale, slowly coming back up. We have 1 more like this. And then slowly lift back up. Let the head come back down. Place the feet down to the floor. Take a nice big deep breath in. And exhale, let it out. Now from this position, we're going to come into 1 more really abdominal focus one here. We're going to lengthen the low back. You're going to lift 1 leg up off of the floor, followed by the next. And then what I'm going to get you to do is bring your heels together and find an external rotation with the legs. So the knees will start to face the sides of the room. Bring the hands to the back of the head. We'll give that neck a little support on this one. We're going to inhale, tuck the chin towards the chest. Exhale and peel the head and shoulders up. Now inhale here. You're going to lower your right leg down towards the floor. Exhale, slowly lifting it back up. And then you're going to inhale here. Left leg lowers down towards the floor. Exhale, slowly lift it back up. Then you're going to inhale, open those legs into a nice big V, and then slowly bring it back up. And then inhale, lower the right leg down. Exhale, slowly coming back up. Inhale. So nothing else should be moving or shifting within your body. Exhale, bringing it back up. Inhale, both legs open into that V. Exhale, bring it back to center. Inhale, right leg. Exhale, lift back up. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, lift back up. Inhale, create that nice big V. Exhale, bring it back to center. Could you lift your head a little bit higher? Lowering that right. Slowly lift it back up. Lowering the left. And slowly lift it back up. Bring the legs out to that V. We're going to do 2 more rounds like that. Inhale, lower the right. Exhale, lift it back up. Inhale, lower the left. Exhale, lifting it back up. Inhale, open up. Exhale, bring it back. Now last one, we're going to hold it, okay? So you're going to lower that right leg down. You're going to hug the ribs in, and you're going to lift the head a little bit higher for 4. 3. So just teeny tiny but mighty crunches 2. Ooh, 1 more. And then lift that right leg up at the height of that crunch. Inhale, left leg lowers. And then exhale, crunch up. Inhale, release. Exhale, crunch up. That's 2, halfway there. 3. Good, 1 more. 4, keep that height as you lift the left leg. Now this time, create that V and see if it's there for you to interlock your fingers, reaching the hands forward. And then I'm going to get you to just pulse up and come back down. Now, as you're pulsing up, I want you to try to lift your tailbone and push your toes back. So you're really trying to just roll yourself up. And we're going to do a few extra like this for 5. And for 4, 3, 2, you've got to really scoop to get this to be as effective as you can. Lift everything up and then relax the head back down. Take a breath in, Clear out what you need, please. And then slowly take your feet, bring them down to the ground. Now from this position, you're gonna lengthen your legs all the way out. Pull your toes back towards you. We're gonna reach the arms up towards the sky. Now keep that width across the upper back and then feel the ribs getting really heavy and keep them that way. So as your arms reach back, they should stay within your eyesight. Otherwise, you are going to be extending the spine. So we're gonna inhale, meaning the ribs will flail up. You're gonna tuck the chin as you reach the arms up, pause. You're gonna exhale, peel yourself up into your roll up. And you're just gonna come up as high as you can while maintaining that shoulders down your back. Slowly come back down, exhale, arms reach back. I'm just giggling because my abs are so sore that hurts. Tuck the chin, exhale, peel yourself up. Now look at your feet. Your heels, once you get into a little bit of a deeper variation with this, they're gonna slide a little bit, but they should never lift up, okay? So feeling free to just stick with that range of motion. If you can keep the heels anchored and you don't huck your arms to get up, you can come all the way up and reach long over the toes, and you're gonna scoop right from there. Shoulders relax down your back, rolling down one vertebra at a time, and then arms reach back. Inhale here, tuck the chin to the chest, shoulders down. Exhale, you're gonna peel yourself up one vertebra at a time. Again, heels will slide, do not let them lift. And please do not be frustrated at your range of motion. If you're not getting all the way up, just be proud that you're doing this without momentum instead of cheating our way into what we perceive as deeper and better. Use your control. That's the whole point of why you are here. Pilates is not this intense, quick movement. It's controlled, it's precise, and it's very humbling. Tuck the chin, shoulders wide. Peel yourself up, one vertebra at a time. Good, keep breathing here, we're almost there. Lowering down, one vertebra at a time, shoulders are melting. We're gonna do two more like this. Inhale, pause. Exhale, scooping the belly button and ribs, reaching forward. And then slowly lowering yourself back down. And then arms are gonna reach back. Last one, inhale here. And then peeling yourself up, reaching long. This time I want you to grab your feet, so arms will lower a little bit, and that's fine. So you can use your hands to get up if you're not in that full range of motion. And what I was getting to was that you don't have to grab your feet. You can grab your ankles, your shins, you can do whatever so that you can breathe in this position. Don't force your way to your toes if it's not quite there. And then on your inhale, we're gonna slowly roll ourselves all the way up. And then what you're gonna do is just scoot your hips forward a little bit. Like I said, we will slide a little in that one. Arms are gonna reach straight forward. You can certainly bend the knees like we did at the first transition. Lower yourself down one vertebra at a time. Now from here, you're gonna reach your arms long by your side. You're gonna bend into your knees, and then from here, we're gonna come into our rolling like a ball. So you're gonna lengthen into the low back, lift one leg up, followed by the next, and then just squeeze the knees, grab the backs of the knees. Inhale here, tucking the chin to the chest. We're gonna roll ourselves up, using the hands as much as you need to. Inhale here. Tucking the tailbone and lowering back down. And again, tucking the chin, you're gonna roll yourself all the way up. Take a nice big deep breath in. Now, shoulders relax from this position. We're gonna do it one more time, really nice and slow, just kind of prepping the movement here. Tuck the chin and then roll up. Okay, so you can continue like that. It's kind of like an extension of our roll up. Or from this position, we're gonna squeeze the knees, spread the toes. We're gonna inhale here. Tuck the chin towards the chest, actively roll back, and then roll yourself up, lifting the chest. Let's do that one more time. Still in a preparatory version of it. And then I'm going to get you to challenge yourself. Could you reach your arms forward and then tucking the tailbone, lowering back, and then roll yourself all the way up. And again, roll back. So you're going to try to keep the space between your chest and your knees the same, as well as the space between your heels and your glutes. The tendency is going to be want to use the legs as momentum, right? So you'll kind of like swing like you would on a swing set. Don't do that. Breathe here. 3 more. Making sure your head stays straight the whole time. 2. Rolling up as controlled as you can. 1 more. And then this time, coming all the way back up. From here, you're going to see, could you reach your arms, reach your legs, and then breathe deeply here for 3. Shoulders coming down your back, lifting a little bit taller, a little bit prouder, breathing a lot more. 1 more breath. Good job. And then slowly take your time, and we're going to come onto all 4s. I'm going to get you to move back on your mat so that you have lots of space here. Palms are going to be right underneath your shoulders, knees right underneath your hips. So from this position, we're just going to inhale, come into a nice cow pose. I always want to say cat first. As you exhale, round and push away. Whoever named that kind of did it in the wrong order, but it just sounds better, right? Cat, cow instead of cow, cat. Exhale, press away. Funny how things just come into play. Hey, 1 more time. Exhale and round. All right, so let's inhale, slowly take your time and come into a neutral position in your tabletop. So we're gonna walk the hands forward, but I still want you to have space between you and the top of the mat. We're gonna bring the knees and feet together and then come forward in for our push-up position. So we're gonna inhale here, lower down for 3, elbows in 2, 1, exhale, press up. Lower 3, 2, 1, press up for 3, 2, 1, press up. Now keep the weight between all 10 fingers balanced here. So notice the tendency to favor the pinky side. Good. Press up 2 more. 3, 2, 1. Press up. Last one. 3, 2, 1. Press up and hold it. And then on your next inhale, let's lower for 3, 2, 1, and release fully. Good job. Okay, so scooch back if you need to. Take your time. You're going to bring your hands right underneath your forehead here. So we're going to wiggle out the hips a little bit. We're going to inhale here. Once they relax down, you're going to press into the tops of the feet, and we're going to peel the upper body off of the mat. As you exhale, I want you to reach those arms back, lifting a little bit higher. Inhale, bring the hands back underneath your forehead. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lengthen and lift both legs. Exhale, lower back down. We're going to repeat that. Inhale, lift the upper body. Exhale, sweep those arms back. Inhale, keep the height. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, lengthen through those legs. Lift them both up. Scoop your belly button as you do it. Slowly lower the legs back down. 2 more. Inhale, peeling up. Exhale, sweep those arms back. Inhale, hands to forehead. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, lengthen through those legs. Exhale, slowly bring them back down. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale, sweep the arms. Inhale, slowly bring them back. Keep the height. Exhale, slowly lower. 1 more time, lift those legs. And then slowly lower down. Let's just take a clearing breath here. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Now we're going to put that all together for our more traditional version of our breaststroke. So you're going to take your time, bring your hands back by your floating ribs. We're going to hover the hands, hover the legs. Now you're going to take an inhale to prepare. As you exhale, you're going to dive your arms forward, keeping your shoulders down your back. Inhale, everything lifts as your arms sweep back. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, slowly sweep up and lift. Exhale, diving forward. Inhale, sweeping it back and up. And again, dive forward. Inhale for 3. Peeling back up. For 2. Sweep it up. Let's go one more. Peel it up, holding it here for 3. Connecting through that front side a little more, keeping it spacious in the back as you lift just a little bit more. One more breath, come up. And then slowly release. One more time. Stack your hands, let your head relax, and allow your shoulders to soften. Nice big breath in, and then a really big breath out. On your next breath in, we're going to take our time lifting the gaze. You're going to bring your hands back by your floating ribs, tucking the chin to the chest. Now bring your knees and feet together, and then we're going to push up, taking a breath. And then you're going to bring the hips back just enough that you can bring your forearms onto the mat. Now you can interlock the fingers or keep the palms shoulder width apart. I find a little more power for myself gripping the fingers or interlocking, so you can choose what works best for you. We're gonna tuck the toes, straighten through the legs, inhaling here. Know that your knees can come down to the ground if you need. We're gonna take the right toes out to the right, back to center. Left toes left, back to center. Now really do your best to keep those hips low as we continue to alternate between sides. Back to center and right, center, left, center. Imagine you're balancing that precious cup of coffee, that morning cup, into your low back. Don't drop it. Everything stays the same. And you really pay attention to the natural shift between the weight in your elbows, trying to minimize it here for 5 and for 4. Good job. For 3, for 2, almost there, heads up. And then from here, hold it for 3, 2, and 1. Drop the knees. Let's come back into a little shell stretch. Untuck the toes, let the hips come heavy on the heels, and then take your hands by your side and just flip them up so your shoulders get a nice chance to relax here. Let's take 2 deep breaths. One more like this. Good, and then we're gonna inhale, roll ourselves back up. And then from this position, we're gonna take our time and walk back to that plank position. So the rule is the same, my friends. You can still keep the knees down if you need to, right? Alignment over everything. So inhale here, tuck the toes if you're coming into full plank with me, lifting through those legs. So heart's gonna come forward. We're gonna bend that right knee in, float it back. Left knee in, float it back. And again, right leg. So what I want you to really focus on is the opposition of the other leg. So as right leg's moving, left leg's anchoring, and reverse. Breathe here. Head's lifted. You're doing great. Keep that weight in between your palms even. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here, and then slowly release. Now this time I'm gonna get you to keep your toes tucked. We're gonna roll ourselves back, and then you're just gonna open the bottoms of the feet a little bit, take your 4 fingers all together, and then just clasp your hands and roll that out a little bit. So we're gonna kind of put a few of those things together. Well, really only 2. It's no big deal. Go the other way. It kind of is. It's hard, but that's okay. You're strong. Now take your time, and then slowly we'll release, and then we'll take our hands and reach them forward. So from this position, we're gonna do our mountain climbers and a push-up. So we're gonna inhale here. Legs nice and strong. We're gonna go right knee in, and back. Left knee in and back. Lower for 3, 2, 1. Press up. Right knee in and back. Left knee in, heart forward. Lower for 3, 2, 1. Press up. Few more here. Right knee and center. Left knee and center. Keep breathing with me. 2, 3. Press up. 2 more. Right knee, kick back. Left knee, bring it back. Keep that chest open as you lower. Weight is even. Press up. 1 more. Right knee, center. Left knee, center. Lower for 3, 2, 1. Press up. Hold it here for 3, 2, 1. Good job. Lift your hips up to the sky. Let's take a clearing breath in our down dog. Nice inhale through the nose. Big exhale out. 1 more deep breath here. And then on your next inhale, we're going to bend into the knees. You're going to walk your hands back. And then from that position, you're just going to fold into a ragdoll here. Soft little bend into the knees. Take your hands and hook onto opposite elbows. Now just let the weight of the upper body pour your heart forward and down. And then press into your feet. And just lengthen the backs of the legs a little bit more. Breathe here. 1 more breath. Good, and then from this position, you're gonna take a soft little bend into the knees, and then we're gonna just roll ourselves all the way up. And then almost like a yoga flow, we're gonna reach those arms up to the sky, take a nice big deep breath in, exhale, and then fold forward. We're gonna walk those hands back out into that last plank position, holding here. And then this time you're gonna lift the hips back into that downward facing dog. Take a nice big deep breath in. Nice little chance to clear it out. And then we're gonna walk the feet this time to the hands. And then once you're there, we're gonna inhale, bring the hands to the shins, lengthen the heart forward, exhale and fold. Soft bend in the knees. We're gonna reach those arms up towards the sky. And then you're gonna walk your feet together this time. Bend into the knees. And then from here, we're gonna see if we can make our way down to that rolling like a ball position we were in. Lower down, and then can you trust yourself to just bring the hips down and lift back up. Breathe here for 3. Maybe we even lengthen the legs, lift the arms 2. 1 more deep breath, and then with control, remember you can grab your knees if you need. We're gonna lower down 1 vertebra at a time, finishing into that ab prep. Palms can face down. Hold here. And then slowly lower back down. Really good. So hug the knees into the chest. Rock a little bit side to side. And then from this position, we're gonna take that left foot. So very similar to when we started our warm-up, you're gonna kick your right leg up towards the sky. Now, we're gonna just do a little prep. We're gonna do 2 circles to the right, pause at the top. Now remember the rules, the hips don't move. Everything stays connected through that midline. And then let's go the other way. So this is a perfectly good way to challenge your abdominals in a kind and loving way. So lower that right leg down and then inhale here. Another option to go a little bit deeper would be to straighten that opposite leg down onto the mat, okay? So 2 circles to the left, pause at the top. And then we're gonna slowly reverse that direction. So these are your options, okay? 1 more this way. I want you to feel the abdominals work to close that circle off with control. Now let's come back to the right leg. So your option here is to keep the left foot flat, left leg extends, or you're gonna take that left leg to a hover. Inhale, tuck the chin to the chest. Exhale, we're gonna lift the head. Right leg circles to the right. Pause at the top. Nothing moves. Slowly, I should say, except the right leg. Of course, that one's moving. Pause at the top. Now, I want it to feel like work to get that leg back up. Pause. And again, 2 more this way. Pause at the top. Remember your options for the hands as well. Good. Now pause here and then just reverse your direction. So now crossing the midline of the body. And again, breathing this whole time. Good. Just 3 more on this side. Pause. 2. That's it. 1 more. So if you're feeling your hips flail around, mine started to do that a little bit. Circle's just a little bit too big. Now inhale here. Exhale, switch your legs. Inhale here. Exhale, switch your legs. Inhale here. This time, exhale, lift the left leg to meet the right. Lift your head a little bit higher, and then let's slowly relax down. Take a breath. Now, just take a second and plant your feet flat, nice and wide, and then just let your knees drop in. Now, if they easily touch, you could consider walking your feet out a little bit more, and then maybe they just kind of gently touch, or maybe they don't touch at all, but that can be a little bit too much. So just listen to your body, and what I want you to do is close your eyes. Maybe bring your hands to the front of the hips and just notice if you feel a little difference between one side and the other. We'll take 1 more breath here. Really just giving you a chance to create that sense of awareness of the effects of what you're doing. And also giving you a well-deserved break before we do the other side. So let's go ahead and walk those feet back to a hips width apart. So we'll inhale here. Lengthen the low back. You're going to lift your left leg up towards the sky. Right foot can stay flat. Right leg can extend, or right leg hovers. You're going to inhale, arms reach long, tuck the chin. Exhale, peeling yourself up here. We're going to inhale, circle to the left, cross that midline of the body, pause at the top. And again, inhale here. Exhale, nothing but control. And again, for 3, pause here. Remember, it should be work in those abdominals to get that leg back to that starting position of the circle. 1 more this direction, pause, and then we're going to go the other way. Pause. And again, pause. Really good. 3, 2, and 1 more. Now hold it here for your inhale. Exhale, switch your legs. Inhale here. Exhale, switch your legs. Inhale here. Exhale, switch your legs. Inhale here. Exhale, switch. Inhale here, right leg meets the left as you lift a little higher, and then slowly release the head back down. Really good job. Rock the hips a little bit side to side. Take a breath. And then we're going to place the feet down to the ground. Inhale here, and then just peel those hips up off of the mat, pressing the arm bones down. Inhaling like this. And then you're going to lower those hips all the way down. We're just going to do that 2 more times, kind of like our warm-up, or exactly like our warm-up. Peeling your hips up. And then just slowly lowering yourself back down. Let's do that 1 more time. Lengthen the low back. Peel your hips up. And then holding here as you press your arm bones down. Ribs connecting here. Breathing deeply for 3, for 2, and 1 more breath. And then slowly lowering the hips all the way back down from this position. 1 more time, you're going to lengthen your low back, lift the legs up, and then we're going to come back to that scissor style action with the legs. So we're going to move the legs on the exhale, Hold them on the inhale. Arms come to hover, tucking the chin to the chest. Exhale, lifting the head, shoulders relax. So we're going to inhale, lower the right leg. This is our starting position. And then just pause for your exhale. Now we're going to start those hundreds. Inhale, pulse the arms. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, switch your legs. Take the whole 5 counts to find that new position. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, switch. 2, 3, 4, 20. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, switch. 2, 3, 4, 30. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, switch. 2, 3, 4, 40. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, switch. 2, 3, 4. That's 50. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, switch. 2, 3, 4, 60. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, switch. 2, 3, 4, 60. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I might have done that twice. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Let's say 80. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 90. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 100. Hold it. Right leg lifts to meet the left. Lift your leg a little higher and then slowly release. Take a breath. Clear out what you need. And just come back to that calm, steady state. Now we're going to see if we can reverse that transition we did and roll ourselves all the way to standing. So take the arms up to the sky. Inhale here, lengthen through the legs. You're going to tuck the chin towards the chest and then roll yourself all the way up. Press through your feet and then reach the arms up to the sky. Big breath in. Don't worry if it didn't go as well as planned. Exhale, fold forward. And then soft bend in the knees. We're going to roll ourselves up, finishing with just a nice little wide goddess squat here. Toes are going to open out to the sides. From this position, we're going to inhale here. Arms open up. We're going to bend into those knees, and then we're going to hold that squat. So you're going to push the knees out wide. Inhale here. As you exhale, we're going to lean over to the right side. Left arm reaches towards that right knee. Inhale, other way around, excuse me. I'm used to mirroring. I'm just a mess today. Exhale, reach over. Inhale, come back to center. Now, as your bottom arm is reaching to the opposite knee, keep your shoulders down your back. Inhale, come back to center. And then exhale, go the other way. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, reach. 2 more. Inhale. Good. We have 1 more full round here. Exhale, reach. Sink a little bit lower. Inhale, back to center. And then exhale, reach. Inhale, back to center. And then let's just see if we can reach those arms up towards the sky. Sink those hips a little bit lower for 3. Now, can you push your knees a little bit wider? Could your hips go just a little bit lower for 2? 1 more breath. Slowly bring the hands to the knees. Now ease off that a little bit and then take the pressure off. So now we're just kind of hanging out. Good job. Take your time and sway the hips side to side. And then take your time, lengthen the heart forward. Draw the left shoulder down, open the right shoulder up. And then inhale, slowly come back to the center. And then we'll draw the right shoulder down, left shoulder open. So now I'm mirroring you. Sorry if I'm confusing you. Left shoulder drops down, just keeping you on your toes, right? There's always different ways of looking at it. Big breath in. Last one. Good. Let's come back to the center. Now, what I want you to do is just pivot your feet so that they face inward. Interlock those fingers. Let's open the shoulders up. Big breath in. Little bend in the knees. And then we're just going to tilt forward. Now, naturally, weight's going to want to go in the heels. So can you bring a little bit more weight forward into the toes? Press into your legs. Squeeze the heel of your palms as you reach those arms further and further away. Lengthen a little more. Breathe a lot more.
Good. One more deep, deep breath. And then you're going to take a soft little bend into the knees. Inhale, slowly come all the way up. And then you're going to take your time, step your feet to the top of the mat. We're going to do a nice little yoga flow just to finish with stretching those abdominals. Big breath in as your arms reach high, and then exhale, let it all go. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen the heart forward, and then exhale, plant your palms, step back into that high plank position. Feeling free to drop the knees, we're going to lower all the way down. Bring your hands a little wider than the mat. Maybe the thumbs touch, feet wide. And then inhale here. Just give yourself this nice stretch through the front side of the body. Shoulders are relaxed. Breathing here. It should feel good through the front side, through the abdominals. Take one more deep breath. And then slowly take your time. Bring your hands back by your floating ribs. Last opportunity to plank here. Knees can be down or legs can be lifting already. Exhale, push up slowly. Hold that. Drop the knees. Untuck the toes. Take a big breath in. Arms reach up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to your heart. Close your eyes for just a moment and just thank yourself. Be really proud of the fact that you're still here right now. Namaste. Good job, my friends. We made it. By that, I mean me. So I'm sure you did fantastic. I hope, more importantly, that you feel fantastic now. And I'll hope to connect with you again really soon. Take the best care.